You left us to fight.
They got a head full of products and a mouth full of judgments. His baloney, I don't make any kind of sense. They'll kiss you on the cheek while you're in need of sheep. They got 1,000 naked photos shoving up in your face, yeah. Right here, cold starting back and pushing, putting on their heads. They're gonna turn their sides to the hell and nothing is there. They got a master's degree, and when she won't she got so much fire on its side, I just a joke on the smoke, yeah. Personality, but he's a living for this moment, keeping this in that real man. But I'll never show you feel when he's touching his evening dress. The street, I can see the people way up high and stand so. Now, power hungry honey is living the dream, yeah. So he used you when he left you, just a part of his scheme, yeah.
Hello, good evening. What is going on? So, you know what? This is what I am going to do. So it's interesting. Crypto to me moves so absolutely fast. The meme coins, all this stuff. Sometimes I log into the space and I am overwhelmed. And I don't have time to sit and look at charts, and I don't find it enjoyable. And so I enjoy collecting art. I enjoy collectibles. So I'm going to start looking at some of that stuff, some of the stuff that's not mimetic, some of the stuff that's progressive, some of the things that are happening in this space that are worth looking at. TCG, live art events, digital art that's happening, digital art crossovers, and the area that I'm looking at that I would like to be a part of and narrate through and watch is when the physical collectors become digital collectors, and we're really close to that. Azuki is absolutely the best example of what's happening in that arena, and I'll get into all that stuff. But I think it's really, really interesting. We're looking at how do the normies get onboarded? I don't think it's crypto. If it was, the number of people that hold crypto would be enormous. It's not Web3 gaming. Nothing's knocked it out of the park. Maybe GTA 6 is going to do that. But I'm looking at physical collectibles and that arena. And it's something that I missed, right? Like I was being a punk rocker when people were doing TCG shit. I was playing drums and I was on tour. Like, to me, that was nerd shit. But it's so interesting to me as a collector what's happened in that arena. And not only did the Azuki TCG stuff blow me away, recently I went to a TCG card show in Las Vegas, which is crazy to me, but I just went out of interest. And a bunch of the vendors had signs that said, "We do not accept," and they had a long list of these cards. I'll get into it later. But in essence, they said, "We cannot accept these cards because they're counterfeit." Oh, you know what? We got somebody popping in. Let's.
Yo, how goes it, bro? I'm sorry about that. It took me a while to figure this out without having to use OBS.
Dude, it's brilliant. I'm glad you're here.
This is really good. The studio's really nice, man. Dang,
What?
bro.
Yeah, like, it's my mom's basement, so.
That's a good one.
All right, no, dude, listen. All right, so listen, I was just getting into a bunch of shit, and this is the stuff that I was saying. I'm looking at when, right? Like I look at, man, you know me, like I'm a ping pong ball, so I'm gonna do that shit. But like, I think of pudgy penguins, and I try and understand their play, and to me, they are tapping into this younger generation that's 8 years away from having a wallet.
Yeah.
And they're locking in to this group of kids that are going to grow up in this digital world. And when we think about, at least in my, like in my age group, when I think about people that fell in love with Disney characters, that go to Disney World, I don't know, twice a year, or Disney, like whatever it is, they're fucking insane to me.
Yeah.
And like I was just saying, like at that time when people started doing TCG stuff, I was playing punk rock music. So I was like, these people are nerds. But as I get older and I started this show saying the crypto stuff, it's driving me crazy. I don't have the patience to watch charts. I don't enjoy it. Even if there's money at the end of the line, the experience and the time I spend sucks. So I prefer to look at art and understand what people are collecting. And we are at this point. Crypto's not the thing that brings normies in. Web3 gaming is not going to bring normies in. I think this generation, these kids that are growing up now, are going to have this digital footprint. And Luca's crushing it. He's brilliant. I think it's going to take 8 years before his impact is felt. But I just got into the TCG stuff with Azuki, and that is blowing me away. We're going to get into
It's crazy, right?
It's so awesome.
After you told me,
yes,
I got my starter deck, bro. You inspired me to go grab a starter deck. I'm like, like I have the beta boxes or whatever, right? So I have a lot of those cards and whatnot. But I wasn't playing the game at all. I wasn't even trying. And then I talked to you when we were playing Fortnite. Yeah, guys, us boomers, we play Fortnite. It's a real thing. Come on, guys. And we whooped your asses. Sorry to tell you guys. But like, yeah, I realized like I might as well just fire off and just get started, man. And it's been great so far.
Okay, so a couple things. So one, I've watched I went to the very first, when the Azuki cards came out, I went to a card shop in Las Vegas it's when the UPS truck arrived with the very first deliveries.
Wow.
For people that are not Azuki holders.
Yeah.
So it was the first unveiling of to the public. And not only did the UPS come in, but they had a game day set up. So I watched and I wanted to learn all, like I sat with the owner of this card shop and he was awesome. Long story short, they had no idea there was an NFT involved. And after I spent 4 hours with these guys, you know, and I said, what do you think about collectibles? And this guy's like, physical collectibles, like get out of here with your NFT crypto shit, right? That's how the conversation started. He is a card shop that people come and spend hours in and look at cards. I didn't get it until I watched people do this.
Yeah.
But after I spent 4 hours with him, as a collector, I said, you have to understand that this had an origin. And he was holding up one of Zagabond's cards. Yeah. And I said, dude, and I went to X, I said, this profile, this is Zagabond. This is the person, this is who owns that identity. And he was like, this light bulb went off. And he was like, the rabbit hole goes deep. He didn't say that to me, but I could see him.
You could see it, like, yeah.
Okay, like, and I said this earlier. I think it's going to take for the Azuki TCG stuff 2 years for these collectors to not only fall in love with the game, the gameplay, but understand that, oh, this is the art's fantastic. The gameplay is wicked. The tournaments are great. If I want to,
the pricing is amazing,
dude. And if you want to go backwards to where it started, nobody told him it was an NFT, and to me, that's so brilliant. And Zagabond, I saw him on a stream recently where he was talking to a card carrier, you know, like a vendor, and same thing. He had no idea that this was an NFT project. So that Luke is looking at it. He's Pudgy Penguins for kids. He's looking at 6 to 10-year-olds. Yeah. That's 6 years before they have a wallet. So it's fucking, dude, watching this shit is okay. And I'll make my point full circle. So I went to a TCG show or thing in Vegas, and there was these guys that do the Pokemon and One Piece. They have signs up saying these cards are blacklisted, meaning I don't care what PSA says, there's so many counterfeits. PSA is even grading counterfeits as legit. We're not touching these certain cards. If that's happening, like it means it's been rampant for a long time. And I'll double click on that. So if you think about the United States and the CIA and espionage and all that shit, Russia, China, all of these countries that are adversaries to the United States, they print United States currency better than we do.
Yeah.
So they use fake currency to spend over there, and people think it's US. Like,
it's wild.
Digital solves all of this.
Yeah, bro. It's especially like trying to authenticate like these like Pikachu cards or like whatever the fuck it is, man. It's so difficult. It's like you, dude.
In truth, you can't. There have been Van Gogh fakes, Monet fakes, some of the best artists in the world that museums have. It's like provenance happens on the blockchain, and that's the only place it happens, period.
Yeah.
Like
and it's too difficult, like even with like art, right? Like you might go to like a random garage sale, pick up a painting. You think it's not really worth much. You take it to the framer because you really wanted the frame. And then you find out you have a masterpiece and you're like,
dude,
who's in charge over there?
You know, it's My little brother watches that show. What is it called? Antique Roadshow, where people walk in like,
that show.
I found this in my garage and it's worth $400 million. It's hilarious. Okay,
it's
so
actually quite exciting, man, to see that.
Okay, dude. So a couple things. One,
yeah.
So I got this.
Oh, you won?
No. I didn't win, but this is the Azuki binder special edition.
Oh, nice.
So I ordered 2 of these and
keep one sealed, keep one peeled.
Yeah, well, so I'm new to this and I read binder and I thought this is going to be nice. So I opened one. So this is the
it's gorgeous.
Oh, dude, it's
wow.
Okay,
that's a beauty. Oh, wow. Oh, it's all alt arts. It's doing that camera thing.
Dude, I know. I'm
the background blend.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
Yeah, it's fucking. Oh, there it is.
Oh, there we go. Oh, beauty.
So
wow.
So here's the thing, like, one, it's amazing, but like, because I'm new to this shit, it said binder, and to me, this is like a piece of cardboard.
Yeah,
like
it's a folio.
Like it's a flimsy cardboard. So okay, it's not really a binder; it's a holder. Next, and this is hilarious. You'll see this from everybody that opens these. When they go around in the mail, these cards, right, can
fly out.
Well, they can come out. So everybody opens their shit and the cards are all fucked up. And I watch their face frown instantly. So it's like, Azuki, how do they crush it? One, they need to put a little flap here so the cards don't come out.
Yeah.
2, just make it thick cardboard. And then you know what? Take this, and there's nothing. Like, it's just this in the box. Take it and wrap it in a piece of red fucking Azuki red tissue that says Azuki on it and put that in the box. Dude, just that. Like, now this thing goes from $50 to $200.
Yeah.
And when you open it, you're like, oh, wow.
The presentation is everything. Let me grab something really quickly.
Dude, and Azuki does the presentation.
This is the Bandai thing. So this is like one of the anniversary, or well, not anniversary, but it's one of the special sets, right? And it has like a play mat and stuff in it.
Dude, the mat.
That's
the mat that you play the TCG on, right?
Yeah. Yeah, this is the Gundam one for Iron-Blooded Orphans, man. It's such a nice
Okay,
mat.
so that's the other thing I noticed. Everybody that plays the Azuki TCG, the alley's this piece of paper.
Yes.
And
right,
dude, I don't want a mat. You know what I want? I want a piece of red leather that's embossed.
Ooh.
Like make this, dude. This shit could be so like,
ooh,
and you roll it up,
gorgeous,
dude. You roll it up with your dice. Oh
yeah.
My god, like.
Oh, dude, like that's another thing. Like they gotta come hard with the dice, because like this is the Gundam beta dice, and these things are gorgeous, man. They are just beautiful.
Okay, so
I wish I could really show you guys. I guess
no,
it's not working.
No.
But like, do they have like things like this yet? Like the boxes to put your cards in and stuff?
No.
Oh man. See, they got a long way, bro. They got a long way. But at least we're here early enough that we can give input, like positive input towards things that are positive, and just be critical of the things that are a little bit
Okay, well listen, so here's an example of shit that's amazing. So when like, because I was a holder, and at the time, like I was doing all this shit, like they were reading my text messages and stuff. So the Azuki TCG app is awesome.
Yeah.
And as soon as it came out, I sent him a bunch of notes like, hey, I'm new at this. I understand tech and UI. Like, this would be great. And literally within a week, the TCG app is updated with all of these like, dude, these guys are crushing it.
Oh, so, bro, they're absolutely amazing when it comes, especially with the feedback. Like a lot of like before when Azuki first started, it's just like, what are you really, you can't just make the price go up. You know what I mean? Like, it's just not a feasible thing for a business to be like worried about the price of the asset. That's more of a holder related thing. You know what I mean? But like when it comes to anything for the functionality and stuff, they always listen, which I appreciate a lot. It's the same thing with Pudgy, man. That's why Pudgy does so well.
Dude, Pudgy's gonna rip.
Oh, it's gonna go crazy.
Okay, so
you have no idea.
So one thing. Okay, so I have another box.
Ooh,
an Azuki box. So I want to rip some packs, but you can't just rip packs. Like these kids, like they just do such silly stuff. Like,
oh yeah, we're getting real serious now.
Okay. Okay, so. Okay, so
vibe music. Let's go.
Well, yeah. Okay, so a couple things. One, I'm just breaking the plastic. Two, I put these gloves on because I've gone through a couple of these boxes. This one felt heavier than other boxes, which means there's a God pack in here. So this also has to happen. Before you open any what appears to be a God pack, you must fly to Tibet and get a singing bowl, which I have done. Now, I am going to
bless it. Let's go. Wow. This is so cool.
Okay. So
it's been blessed.
The singing bowl. So it gives the cards a little sound bath. So this is a God pack. And dude, like when you were talking about the dice, I just watched these kids. They ripped one of the OG boxes, and this kid said that he spent $600 for the OG box just for one Azuki dice. Like, so you gotta love it.
Oh, so, bro, that's bro. I remember they were $90 originally or something.
Dude, collectors gotta collect.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so
and it's the beta, right? So it's like you gotta.
Oof. All right, I'm gonna.
Tension. Oh boy.
Okay.
Ooh.
Dude, and like I'm so impatient. Like I don't know why I just don't start at the back, but like nobody does that.
Nobody. The art is so good on these.
I want to do that.
I did that a couple times on stream, and like people were like, "Stop this guy! He's a menace." I was like, "Dang."
Okay, I'm probably gonna have to do a stream like that where I just go back. I'm gonna rip the pack and just do the last foil. Do 100 packs. Foil, foil, foil. Okay, we're getting down to it. Ooh.
Okay.
Well, I just... Okay, so I don't have this particular card. And one of the things I told the TCG Azuki team was the app would be amazing if, as you're collecting, I can click what cards I have. So I know what deck I'm building. So the app now has that feature where you can build decks and click and you okay.
Getting a master set is so much easier with that. Because if you're only missing 15 cards, you might as well buy them and then keep the rest of your boxes sealed. Oh, you got a banned card. Let's go. Yo, did you hear they banned this one in comp?
Dude, we're not done yet. So yes, this is the card that they banned in competition recently because it's unfair. So it's awesome that they're listening to the community. We're almost at the foils. That's the first foil. Pulled under. I don't have that. I don't know if it's rare. I have this. Okay, so that's super fun. Next pack, I'm just going to the back. Because that's how
menace them.
Yeah,
They're gonna be like, this guy's a menace.
Yeah. Okay. Well, like we're just gonna enjoy it, and then I'm gonna get into some other news and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Again, and menace to society. Do you open your TCG packs with gloves on? Fuck off.
No, I don't.
So this is the pack. We are going to the back, and we are gonna flip the most rare. And I'm gonna shut my eyes and show you. Oh,
what's behind that? What's behind that?
Hey, one at a time. This is fucking like Vegas, dude. Okay, there's something behind it. So this is, I don't have that, so I like that. Beans Mentor. Okay, but those are nice folios.
Those are very nice foils.
I'm gonna put those right on top of the other folios. Okay, now here's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
So 2 packs, 20 cards, only 4 are foil. What does everybody do with the other ones?
I do this, and you're probably going to be like, what's wrong with this guy? But I sort out everything, dude, by color, by type, by character, by bro.
Okay, so like
amount of cards I have is just crazy.
Okay, so I just need to understand. So I've been already assorting likes by likes. I've got all these little sleeves that you put them in. Like, dude, I'm a surgeon.
You're serious. You're into serious business,
dude. And listen, okay, before I went to the TC, the first, when the UPS truck came in, like I was there and all these guys are super excited. This one guy knew nothing about NFTs. He ordered a case of these boxes and he's like, dude, I'm so excited. And he's like, do you want to help me rip? And I was like, no, dude. Like, I don't understand what you're about to do. Like, I'm trying to learn this TCG game. And this guy, he's just ripping packs and making stacks. And I'm like, dude, what are you doing? Don't you want to cut that? And he's like, no, I'm building decks. And I'm just like, I don't know. I almost felt like I was in a time warp and I was watching the first Batman comics come out and kids just be like, and spit in the book or like whatever.
Start
like
cutting them out and putting them on their
like whatever it was. I was just watching because I understood the journey. These guys were just seeing it for the first time, and already they were ordering cases of this shit. And this guy, he was our age, you know. And I was like, "Are you what do you know about Azuki?" He's like, "Nothing. I just love TCG, and I heard this shit was awesome." And I was like, "Great, let's fucking." And so as I'm playing TCG with the owner and this other guy, the owner's watching this lunatic rip through packs and packs. He's like, I'll buy that. I'll buy that. I want to buy that. And this guy had a collection. Like, dude, he went through, I don't know, probably like 600. He probably went through 40 of these boxes.
Yeah.
It was insane. And he's got kids and stuff, so it's awesome. I thought it's super.
Oh, he has decks for his kids. He has decks for every meta. Like, that's how a lot of us play, bro. Like, you'll just see guys come in with like dozens of these. Like, dude, the deck boxes, right? Well, and did you ever get to play Magic when you were younger?
Yeah, a bit.
Yeah. So you know what they're like then. They're degenerates, bro.
I do now. Like, I understand it more now. And when these guys are getting the first edition of these cards, I'm just thinking, I've watched this company, Azuki, build and grow and transform, go through tumultuous, terrible times. They're doing something new that I'm watching catch on like wildfire. You had no idea it's crypto related. Like, this is think about I don't know. This is the beginning of something that I think has legs. So to rip through packs without surgeon's gloves is a mistake. It's definitely not. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna get one beer out of the fridge.
Yes, sir.
Oh, and let's you know what? It's funny. I went to the Azuki site earlier, and they did a collab, a watch collab, and I want to watch this just real quick. It's the perfect time for me to run to the fridge.
Beautiful. Yeah, and I gotta adjust my camera. I just look like I had over here.
There you go.
Awesome. There we go. Oh, there we go. I have a wow. I have a bunch of these alpha cards too.
They just do stuff really well.
Yeah, I have a lot of Azuki stuff myself. I have shout out A's, shout out like all the boys at Azuki, man. They're actually great people to hang out with too. I spent some time in Vegas with them and stuff. It was really, really good.
So,
you know, Vegas has a lot more to do than just gambling. You know, I think that's why I like it over there. Except for it being hot as balls, man. Holy crap.
Dude,
I'll never get used to that. The heat wave, man.
Dude, it was 113 degrees here today.
Wow.
So a lot of these cards I have not seen, which is good. I'm and what that tells me is by ordering these boxes and trying to get these trying to get the Halo ones, ooh, this is a good one.
That's a good, that's a really good one. I love that. I have one of the figurines inside of my house with the early alpha card. Actually, let me go grab that. I'll show you guys.
And so what I'm understanding is I'm slowly building a deck as I'm collecting these cards, which is really interesting. And my hope is that
my bad, buddy. And here we go.
Oh, there you go. The beans.
Okay. Yeah, it's an alpha card, and then it's they sent these out to some of us. We were lucky enough. Yo, I really love the Azuki team. Like, they've been great to me, man. Like, they've been just absolutely amazing to me, bro.
It's good shit.
They love collectors, bro. They love collectors and people that love art. That's like, that's who their focus group is like people like yourself and like myself. And like, this actually has an NFC in it too. His brain is an NFC. And there's an NFT attached to him.
All right, hold on.
But I never tell people that. Because I don't want them to know I have NFTs in real life. Cards, guys. Lots and lots of cards. We are cardboard people.
and same thing. So,
ooh, that's the wait.
Dude,
that was the limited one.
This is one of my favorite collectibles from
Cool Cats.
And this came out when Klon, and to me, this was a absolutely huge moment in NFT.
Pinnacle moment.
Yeah, this is when Klon and Cool Cats was in the New York Thanksgiving parade.
Yeah.
Right. And so what's interesting about that is I have friends that are Rockettes. So after Klon's float went by, the Rockettes do their thing. And it was awesome for me. Like I was like, wow, this is an IP that came from Web3 that is walking down Main Street in New York. And Azuki is walking down Main Street everywhere. And nobody knows it's an NFT. And true collectors that fall in love with this shit, they are going to go backwards, just like any collector does. Like, oh, what was the previous work they did? And Kuro, this also has like an NFC, like I can do the same thing, do it over my phone, and it pulls up a website. So
yeah. I kind of love things like that, right? Because it's such a unique, like you have the provenance on chain, right?
But like, Kuro, I can duplicate this.
Oh,
I can 3D print this. I can put an NFC chip that goes to the exact same address. Like this is not infallible. Like like, I don't know. The physical stuff is if I'm really realizing it, and I think of kids that Luca is targeting that are 8, 9, and 10 that are celebrating the holidays or sending pudgy gifts to their friends, not having any idea what it means. When those kids age 5 or 6 years and start getting in their self-driving Teslas and texting their friends saying, I'm almost at school, let's go out and party. I don't know, like they are going to want to collect the shit their parents collected, just like you want to listen to the shit that your mom listened to when you were a kid, whether it's Doobie Brothers or the Beatles or whatever, ABBA, whatever. It's gonna have this little spot in your soul, no matter what. And Luca's not only hitting the parents, but the kids at the same time. And it's
another thing that's one of my favorites in the space. These fuckers,
dude, Klaynos.
The Klaynos,
man.
Between Pudgies, Klaynos, Azuki, and I'm gonna be honest with you. The Bored Apes is for adults. You know what I mean? Like it's an adult thing, and it's doing its thing, bro. Like we on Twitter we make fun of everything. You know what I mean? It's just what we do on Twitter. It's like like not all of us are accomplished comedians like yourself or K Money, but we think we are. You know what I mean?
Okay, you know what? And this might be a great analogy for Bored Apes. So there was a post going around a while ago that I thought was great that X is the smoking section for the internet.
Yeah.
Right? Like it's 100%. Where it so let's even take that a step further. Bored Ape Yacht Club is the smoking section at an airport, and there aren't that many anymore. Yeah. And if you find a smoking section at an airport or international airport, now it's in this glass boxed in place, and like you feel like you're in a fishbowl, and people are walking by and they're like, oh, they're smokers.
It's like an exhibit. Yeah, it's like an exhibit at the zoo.
It really is. So like I remember when you could smoke on planes. So the unfastened seatbelt sign, that was the same time the smoking sign went off. So nervous flyers, when I was a kid, I would remember watching people. We would take off and there'd be turbulence, and that everybody has their seatbelt on, and people would be sitting with a cigarette in their mouth waiting for the seatbelt sign to turn off and the smoking sign to go off. The minute that happened, 100 people on a plane would light up a cigarette, and this cloud is like, that's how I grew up. So just understand that things change, and this digital change that we're seeing, where I'm watching physical collectors that are Magic the Gatherer, like they don't even do video games. All they do is do these card games.
Yeah.
They are understanding the digital aspect. And the other interesting thing I want to touch on super quick before I get into a bunch of other shit is I went to this first event just to watch and understand what was happening. Mm-hmm. And I had no grasp that for these TCG events, whether it's Magic the Gathering or this new Azuki card game or what, Pokemon, whatever it is, these people come to this card shop. There's a different event every single day, and 40 people come in, and for 4 hours, nobody's on their phone. Nobody. And they're sitting there with each other, and it's a chess game. They're playing a strategy game, and it's awesome. And halfway through watching all this shit, I was like, hey, we should do this shit at night with beer. And they looked at me like, what are you talking about? And I was like, okay. I was like, let's have beer and strippers. Let's make this fucking fun. And they're like, it is fun. This is our fun. And if you listen to people like Gary Vee talking about the digital age that's coming upon us and the need for real live IRL stuff. And for me as an artist, there's this move toward experiential art, where you don't want to look at art on a wall. We're seeing now digital art on a wall, but people want to experience art. And there's a great company sort of
interaction. A lot of the interactive exhibits that I've gone to in the past like year and a half, absolutely brilliant. It gets a lot of young people in to the galleries too, man. It's just,
dude. And so
we're at a precipice, really.
We're talking about the crossover, right? So for instance, Art Basel coming up this year, they're going to have more of a digital footprint. There's a company that I've done work with in the past called Meow Wolf, and they're kind of growing everywhere. It's this experiential place where you walk in and not only see the art, but you interact with it. And as you move through the gallery, it moves with you. So you're a participant in the outputs that you're experiencing. So when we get into this digital shit where everybody's on their phone, you go to somewhere like Meow Wolf, you have to put your phone in a bag and go experience this stuff. And it's awesome. And it reminds me of—
sounds so much fun though.
Dude, and it reminds me of the TCG stuff where these guys are playing for hours. No, there's no, everybody's phone's off.
Yeah.
They put them in a basket when they walk in the door. And it's like, wow, this is like all of us retards that are on X Spaces for hours a day. It's just different. But it's this need for connection and all the stuff. So I found it. It's
bringing back humanity to humanity, right? It's like we lost so much during COVID in like the way people communicate, everything like that, man. It's been weird.
dude, man, you shouldn't have said that because there's so much stuff I want to talk about, but I could get really sidetracked with that particular comment.
Yeah. Sorry.
No. And so I wrote a short story back during COVID, and it's like this sci-fi short story, and the essence of it is the babies that were born during COVID. So you figure for 2.5 years, everybody wore a mask.
Yeah.
And all of the babies that were at this weird learning curve in their age, if their parents wore a mask for those 2 or 3 years, these babies learned telepathy with their eyes that none of us have ever experienced. And these babies are just now, like, let's say 10 or 12. And their abilities, though we're not wearing masks anymore, they have this group of babies across the planet has this first set of abilities that none of us have. And if they can tap into it as they get older, it's going to get really interesting. So there's this point in your life where you're like a sponge and you're learning so much. And if your parents and everybody you speak with is wearing a mask, and the only thing you can do is, well, yes, you can hear them, but their eyes become the source of pure communication, period. I think those babies are going to have some weird, dude, I got a crazy story about it.
Yo, that's actually a cool story. Like, you see, like, I kind of get that too, because you kind of notice that, like, during that time period, the really young kids, they could just, they identify emotions by your eyes better. And that's like a real thing already, bro.
Well, and then so you mix it with everybody else that's always got their eyes in their phone. There's dude, the art, dude, it's the sci-fi world is upon, whether you believe me or not. I've seen enough crazy shit. It's happening.
It's here. It definitely, dude. Even just some of the stuff you can do with like a local AI model is crazy now. Like, 2 years ago, you heard me all the time being like, this is nonsensical. You don't have enough compute. Now I'm just like, you do whatever you want. You could just do things.
It's the change. It's over, dude. Like it kind of overwhelms me.
Yeah. It's extremely overwhelming, though.
All right. So, okay. So you know what? Tatakae NFT, or it's Tatakae YT. These guys, I'm going to talk about them shortly. They have a collection they are launching on the 31st. It's going to be dude. It's going to be interesting. I'm going to get into that shit. So I'll just glaze over it super quick. So this is a team that the artists are from Japan. One is an artist that they've kind of announced. The other artist is, let's say he's an apprentice, and he's almost 60 now. So he's been an apprentice his entire life doing all of these things for other prominent Japanese artists. And I believe this is his first time stepping out into the spotlight. The other artist that's involved has stuff out that you can check out that's really interesting. The collection gets interesting because when you have the NFT and stake it, you earn this token called Tatakae. I think there's a bunch of backers with it. The token, they're saying it's going to do really well, and it's going to stay doing well.
It has a loop. It has a loop.
Okay, so listen, the token has its own loop, but the NFT, it has an additional loop that the gentlemen that are putting this together have several TCG physical stores. So nice. They have this huge array of product already in store. So by staking your NFT, you earn Tatakae. You can spend Tatakae to get physical things shipped to you for free. So, dude, it gets interesting. And the artwork, I haven't seen the reveal yet. They've kept all that.
So Tatakae is like fight. So
correct. So that's the name of it. Okay, let's. I'm gonna post the.
Please.
Okay.
I'm very.
Okay, dude. And the only reason, like, we're gonna have to hold on because there's other shit I wanted to get into first, but this shit's gonna be good. So these guys reached out to me several weeks ago, and I'm helping Phrase, the artist who just launched Satari Must Die, and I'm helping him with some comms and some collab stuff. I'm trying to put stuff together. Long story short, these guys gave the Satari community 100 whitelist spot, and we're figuring out ways to allocate it, blah, blah, blah. They're giving whitelist spots, I think, to Quirkies, Wackyville, a couple really interesting select communities. And we're gonna, man, you're making me you're making me jump the horse. But
yeah, I'm not gonna make you leak it all. That's why I've been so quiet. I'm like, he's gonna leak it.
Okay, let me see if I can pull up a video super quick, and I'll see if I can have that play. Okay. People. Okay, this is what I want to play. Okay, so now we're gonna have to go over here.
The Satari Must Die collection is pretty cool.
Okay. Okay, so the idea, these two artists have done absolutely everything by hand before they digitized anything. And these are like OGs like us, and moving into the digital realm, working with digital creators are like, look, just do it on an iPad. Let's go. And they're like, nope, everything happens so this is hand created stuff. It gets really interesting. I'm excited for this stuff coming out. This is, yeah.
Tatakae. Is this on this is on the Stonkbrokers platform?
No. Oh. They decided, so they, when the Robinhood stuff blew up, they were like, do we want to do that? And even before I talked to them, they said, no, we're going to stick to Ethereum. We're doing the OG art. We're sticking with it. So it's 3,555 NFTs. I think it's like $13 to mint. And dude, it gets interesting. You're gonna see them on Spaces talking about this stuff over the next couple of days. But I don't know. I spent probably 2 hours with one of the founders on the phone about 2 weeks ago, just trying to grasp what are they doing, what are they bringing, understanding who's backing it, and I'm trying to look for red flags, and I was like, well, I need to see the reveals. I need to see the art. I need to see all this stuff. And they're not doing any of that stuff. But after speaking with them and watching how they've been moving through the space, I don't know. It's going to be interesting. And the guy that I spoke with, he holds a bunch of, he's an OG in the space. He's in his 50s, Bored Ape, Pudgies, Azuki, he's got all the shit. So it's interesting. And this is going to be something that I don't know. It's on my radar. So Tatakae, FYT.com. And the other Easter egg is, and he told me this on a space that I did with him a couple days ago. He said that if you go to the Tatakae, FYT.com, it shows the one-of-one pictures, but they're blurred out or some shit. And he said that there's an Easter egg somewhere on there. There's some way to show the reveal of those assets that are on the website. So I haven't had time to circle back and go do that stuff, but he said there's some Easter egg on there if you want to see what the artwork looks like. So all that shit's cool. It launches on the 31st. I think it's gonna, they want, you know, it's funny that the guys that are the artists, they're two OG Japanese guys and they're doing everything off of spiritual meaning and stuff. So the mint is 0.0055, and I think 55 means go, and there's 3,555 NFTs. Go, I don't know, all this symbology that they spoke about. It's interesting. I do know that the collection is going to start at 3,555 NFTs. There's some game mechanics involved. The collection will be reduced in size through a burn mechanic. Dude, there's some interesting shit involved. Everybody should do their own research, which is what I'm trying to do. So as I get eyes on it, people should do their research, but it will be interesting. And so that's one of the things that I was going to talk about later, but Kuro's pushing all kinds of shit out of me, but it's good because I've enjoyed talking about all this stuff, and it all loops into everything, right? So the other thing that I wanted to, let's see, how do we do this? I wonder. All right, well, we'll just leave it right there.
The same purse.
The what?
Yeah, it's just the same art. No, I've gone down my own rabbit hole. You've been speaking, man. And I found a lot about the artist, and I'm just going through some of.
Okay, good. And dude, some of this stuff, you know what? The first couple things I popped up, dude. What was the? It was one of my. I don't know. I got hacked or whatever and lost it. What was that NFT? Kurafuruma?
Kurafuru?
God, Kurafuru.
Yeah.
One of the artists that is involved with this, he's got a character that kind of reminds me of the Kurafuru, just space. I don't know. You can find it online. But anyway, dude, man, the old NFT days, just so much fun.
Oh, bro, I miss the old days. It was like
just so much fun.
So
okay, so yeah, go down your rabbit hole, Kuro. One of the things that I think is worth talking about is this FWA platform, FWA.fun. And they have a bunch of interesting things going on the platform. In essence, people could put up an NFT with an equal ETH amount and put it into a pool and let people come and participate in kind of this gotcha game where you spin the wheel and you have an opportunity for a very low price to win a CryptoPunk. And that was kind of one of the selling points that just got this thing to take off, is that somebody actually went in, did a spin for, let's say, 0.01 Ethereum and won a CryptoPunk. And this is where it gets even more interesting. He decided not to take the CryptoPunk, but take the equivalent value in the FWA token. And at the time, you could not purchase this token. And it was going up. The only way to get this token was to play this gotcha game. And it got heated. It got so heated for a moment that people were playing the gotcha game to lose to get this FWA token that was ripping.
Yeah.
Yeah. It like everything, shit goes up, shit goes down. This FWA, they have continued to evolve. They've moved with community feedback, and they have drops now. So this is their latest thing, is the FWA IR launches. And these are these things that, the participants, like Jack Butcher recently did a KYC thing where you could fuck with his website and mint something for $1 that sold for almost 2 Ethereum in 2 days. This SWA shit is the same shit. These guys are figuring shit out. So we look at the drops. They did this drop. So there was only 111 of these minted. The price per NFT was 0.25. I think it was even cheaper if you played this, if you got into the ecosystem. Mm-hmm. Let me click it. Let me kill it. Okay, so if you were in this ecosystem, you had an opportunity to play this, and I believe you could do it for less than 0.25. If you had shit in your wallet, like, it was interesting. Long story short is these 111 NFTs minted, and 2 days later, they're selling for 2.5 Ethereum on OpenSea. So turning 0.25 into 2.5 Ethereum is a good jump. And I mean, it's good stuff. And so this was a total fair.
Has it maintained that price level, or has it?
Let's see. What is it called? FWA? Oh, there it was.
Fake world order.
Yeah. So the floor price is $7,000. So yeah, like you mentioned,
is there a certain amount of tokens that it drips to, or
so if you were in so these are the floor price is 2.9 Ethereum. These mint, if you were one of the people that logged onto the website and did the gotcha machine at this specific time, 111 people were able to do it for 0.25 Ethereum. If you had tokens in your wallet from playing the game, I think it was cheaper. So some people got it for 0.1, I believe. So people are turning 0.1 into almost 3 ETH.
Wow.
Yeah. So this is, it's not only is it a testament to their continued evolution of the platform. People bitched about a bunch of things, and they heard everybody, much like Azuki and many of these companies do. And dude, that's not, maybe that's the thing that makes this special and different is, no, it doesn't. I was going to say that, maybe seeing these companies do this from a Web3 background, it gives us a communication with them that we're not used to having. And then I think of Amazon or any big company. No, you get fucking people that do customer service and you listen to everybody bitch about everything. So yeah, no, we haven't solved any problems with that. Anyway, yeah, this was August. Yeah, this was really good. Resolved. It seems like there's several that need to be resolved, but yeah, we're not going to fuck with that. Anyway, the FWA stuff is super awesome. It's a flywheel that continues to garner attention, and they're innovating and looking at ways to do fair launches. The other launch that I'm looking at coming down the pike, Leonidas. I don't know if he's going to do a launch on FWA or Bold Leonidas, the guy, the cartoon guy who does.
Oh yeah.
Like he's got an NFT collection coming out, and there was rumor that he might do it on the FWA platform. And again, and Kuro, like I think to do that 111 mint, you had to interact in the gacha machine, and you had to pull an NFT out of the gacha machine. So you could have gotten a DGOT or a nouns or a whatever. And there was this point where people were playing, so the pull would be to be able to mint this. So the mint was through the same FWA platform, which is a slot machine.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Instead of
I love the gacha machines.
Yeah. Well, it's a gacha machine. Instead of letting people just mint, you have to interact on the platform, and you have a chance of pulling 40 NFTs. And one of those NFTs could be the magic NFTs. So that's how it worked. So that's fucking kind of interesting, throwing your NFT mint into a gacha machine, and you could pull a Pokemon card or an NFT.
Yeah, that's a really cool mechanic. Like, we need more mechanics like that.
Dude, just keep it interesting. Let us gamble every single second.
Yeah.
That's all it takes.
Bro, I won this from gambling. I've never been happier. Like, look at it. Imagine you come into my house through the garage, and all you see is this thing staring at you. Like, what is this thing? I fucking love it.
Dude, the beans absolutely ripped today.
Yeah. It was interesting to see that. They haven't run up that much in quite some time, man. But I feel like there's something coming too, right? Like,
and dude, the beans are so cute. Like, and
you really can't beat them, man. Like, look at this card, dude.
Dude, it's and
it looks like he's gonna paint my house.
and the other thing that I think it's worth noting too. So the beans, 19,950. Yeah. Azuki, 10,000 piece collection. Elementals, 10,000 piece collection. Bored Ape Yacht Club, 10,000 piece collection. Mutant Ape Yacht Club, 10,000. Maybe not, because all the mutants haven't been done. Heavy Metal, other side. So all of these companies that have released a shit ton of assets, there is room for it. And in this space, if you've been here for a minute, sometimes you'll tune into X and you're like, fuck, I can't believe there's new mints. I can't believe there's a new blockchain. I can't believe Mega ETH, Monad, Robinhood. Like, I just like every day it's something different. And truth be told, we are at CryptoX, wherever, we are at the faucet coming out.
Yeah.
Of technology changing, of innovation happening, of things becoming different. It's like if you live in New York City or Los Angeles, the trends, the changes, they start there and they infect the rest of the world, right? And only the strong trends make it and take over everything. Coca-Cola, whatever it is. CryptoX, this stuff, we're at the funnel seeing a bunch of shit come out that's not going to stick, but in this mix of fluid, there's stuff that is going to be stick. It's going to stick and it's going to change everything. And yeah, it's happening here. So I don't know. Watching all this stuff come out. And that's why I kind of said at the top of the show, like I can't, the meme coin shit, it's driving me crazy. Like
Bro, I'm done with meme coins, bro. I've been violated too many times.
I can't, like, I do it every time I try. Like, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna do this for a week, and on day 2, I'm like out of money, and I'm like, what do I do now?
It's like, where did the money even go?
It's all gone, and like I don't even have a stupid picture to look at now.
Yeah,
like at least. I
have 24 million insert coin name tokens that I can. I can't even flip them like a real coin. Like, it's horrible, man.
I don't know. So, the art stuff. the art stuff mixes with technology, and it mixes with the TCG, and it mixes with this epicenter and this crossroads where people are gonna get it. I don't think they don't get crypto. They didn't get Web3 gaming. This fucking TCG thing, the pudgy penguins, plushies, the chimpers, gifts. These things are the Doodles toys. Dude, yeah, like these are the things.
Great.
Dude, have you tried the Doodles toy? Have you seen the Doodles shit?
Yeah, the vinyls are beautiful. I don't have any myself personally, but I have.
No, so Doodles, it's like 4 days ago, launched the Doodle toy maker where you can put in a picture and it costs $129 and they will send you a 6-inch vinyl custom of whatever you put in there. Your dog, your cat, dude, go to doodlestoyfactory.com. It's magic. Get your holiday gifts now.
My niece liked the look of it, so I'm not a huge doodle guy. I do love the art.
Dude, get your niece done as a doodle.
Oh, that'd be so funny.
It is. Kuro, so listen.
I can't even keep up with all this stuff. I didn't even know they had a doodle toy factory.
Okay, so listen, they launched the Doodles AI where they let you put any image in and it comes back as a burnt toast Doodles version. And they launched that they had a partnership with DeLorean Motor Cars, and they did a contest for people to use the AI generator and create, in essence, ad content. And they picked somebody. The first, second, and third place winners all received a vinyl toy from Doodles. And that was kind of the soft launch of their second idea, which is the Doodles Toy Factory. So they came out with this announcement probably a week ago, and any image, any PFP, anything you want, you put it in this Doodle Toy Factory maker, and 60 seconds later, it pops up an image that is a doodle-fied version of whatever you put in there. People are putting in CryptoPunks, Bored Apes, D-Gods, Cool Cats, any collection. So think of new NFT collections that are making a doodle-fied version, whatever it is, but you can turn your family member, your grandmother. So when it hit the timeline, it was as big as when they let their AI doodle thing come out. Everybody doodle-fied everything. Now everybody's like, oh, look at what my toy's gonna look like. That's round 2. Round 3 is gonna be when they ship. Doodles is doing free shipping, all this shit. Like maybe 6 weeks. In 6 weeks, people are going to have actual doodle versions of themselves, and it's going to hit the timeline, and collectors are going to go bananas because they just had their dog and cat made in a doodle version, and it's going to be exactly like this, but a doodle version of you with the beard, the headband, so Doodles, Azuki, all of these things that we're seeing crossover. These crossovers are big, but they take time. Just like when Cool Cats did the New York City parade. To me, that was epic, but it didn't affect anything. Cool Cats prices it didn't affect anything.
No, I didn't.
So we need to temper our expectations just a bit because it's easy to get excited on the front end of this stuff. We need to wait to see what actually has legs on the back end. And patience is something that's a difficult thing to come by in this space.
Everyone wants everything to run at the speed of light here, and it's been kind of difficult. Like just with Artifact, I got Romoa bags. I got things I really wanted.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? A lot of other collections weren't so lucky, but that's just, it's just the way the cookie crumbles, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if people didn't request that these companies had so many parties where they're spending $500,000 on a party, they probably still have capital to keep running the business, man, to be honest.
Absolutely.
It's kind of crazy, man, that's like what it's kind of come to in the industry is like damned if you do, damned if you don't. You know what I mean? It's kind of nice because, like, the approach that like Doodles took. They told people straight up, this is not a fucking Web3 like, shitty business. This is a real world business, and we do real world things. And I think this is I wish I didn't crash out on them when they said they weren't a Web3 business and sell my doodles and fucking block burnt toast. I kind of regret that now because I was part of the problem, man.
Yeah, and we all of us were learning about technology, about this space, about how to be social personnel. Like, dude, it was a new world. This is when Zoom became a household name. This is none of this shit existed before. This is all new. We got forced into the core. COVID forced us probably, I think, 3 or 4 years into the future.
Mm-hmm.
Like the videos got better, the group calls, all of these things. People don't even understand that there used to be something called VoIP, voice over internet, it was a phone call where you could call Brazil for free on the internet, but it sounded like you were in a tin can because it was over the internet. We hadn't figured out how to do Wi-Fi through the internet to, like, all of this shit. Like, I've seen this shit. I've seen tech come. I remember when people used to walk around with a bag phone. What is a bag phone? What's a cell phone?
It's a Motorola in a bag, literally.
You needed a battery in the antenna, and it was so big you walked around. It was like a purse, and you.
Yeah, do you remember the old Mercedes? They used to have one in the middle console.
Yes,
you had to pick it up.
It was
needed a hand to do it.
Listen, it seems crazy, but you could walk down the street with this purse and be like, "Hello." And people would be like, yo, that dude's on the phone.
Yeah.
Dude, when you think about boom boxes and Walkmans, like people used to walk down the street with these huge radios till a Walkman came out. And you could put earphones on and a tape recorder on your belt.
Hey, do you remember the really advanced boom boxes? I think it was Sanyo that made it, and it had a record player that would slide out, dude.
I remember all of it.
We've seen it all, man. We've literally seen it all. And then to come this far where, like, these little things are supercomputers in your hand, and you're just like, we've come a long way as a species, man.
Well, and so in that, right, like in seeing the distance we've gone, I also think about, I'll just pick a subgroup, musicians. When I think about musicians today, I think about musicians that are craftsmen and really good at their instrument. They become audiophiles as well, and they listen to all kinds of different music. Many of them decide to go back to turntables and a record.
Yeah.
And for somebody that's a collector and a musician, to watch them also go backwards to understand what it's like to listen to a record, and the sound is different. And when CD came and it became digital, yes, it was great. You could hear everything. I don't want to hear everything. I want it to be like I'm in the concert and the bass is over it, like the perfection of the CD and digital music, it gave us a new life, but it also ruined a part of the music that made it magic.
Yeah,
it really did. Like, it lost its soul, and we just became okay with shit being different. And around that same time, rap music came around, and no longer was it musicians, it was somebody using a sample and talking or singing over somebody else's music from yesteryear.
Yeah.
And musicians around the world were like, fuck, this is not music, this is bullshit. Like, now it's everywhere, and it's music. It's just a different version of the music. And the old people were like, that's not music. The kids are like, it's music. When we get into this digital world, pudgy penguins, that's crypto. It's not Bitcoin. One of the things Lucas said was, so every single GIF, everything Pudgy Penguin puts out, there's this little water print, this little watermark that says Pengu on it. Lucas said he wants that word Pengu to mean crypto. And that doesn't happen with me. It doesn't happen with fuck, crypto's Bitcoin, fuck off. But kids that are 6 that grew up with Pengu and penguins and have always seen that watermark on every gift they've ever sent, not even knowing what it means. When they turn 16 and Lucas evolved Pudgy Penguins to adopt those kids being 6 years older, trust me, he's going to have a hook in every one of them, just like I watched nerds when I was growing up get hooked by Disney or fucking all that shit, Mickey Mouse.
Marvel.
Dude, whatever it is, I have
Marvel did a number on our generation.
Dude, the spider, all this. I mean, but it is, as a species, these things we're gonna collect. We want these things. So understanding how it evolves. And when I think of how TC, so one of the first people, Uncle Eddie, I think he used to go by Fast Eddie. Now he's Uncle Eddie. And he used to have an awesome crypto space. Like I would do shit with him, meme coin shit. And then all of a sudden he kind of disappeared. And then he came out with this TCG stuff. And he was on the timeline with it in the crypto space before, to me, anybody was, where he's like, I'm full port, One Piece, all this stuff. And I was like, dude, like, what are you doing?
It started way before that. I don't know if you had talked to him, yo, bro, his sealed first edition Pokemon shit is beautiful, man.
Okay.
Beautiful.
No. Like, I understand that he's an OG and been serious about it. What's interesting was his content went from me, like for a long time I did NFT stuff, and then they died and people were like, you got to do crypto stuff. So you kind of evolve and go where things are happening. He went from meme coins to I'm doing slabs. And I was like, what are slabs? And it was and he was always into it. And probably another year and a half passed before I started hearing people talking about, I don't know, maybe the gotchas are what helped bring
I'm pretty sure he
do
was
him pulls for gotcha.
Money, a couple of our buddies, right?
Yeah.
They all got into collector crypt before like the gotchas were really on the scene, right?
Yeah.
And like at that time I was doing stuff with Fidgetals. Like I love the Fidgetals guys, right? Like, you know, they've had a rocky thing going on with them, but like I feel like all of these people that got into the RWA stuff, like they already had like a serious background into it. You know what I mean? It's just like with Golden, right? Like like Golden's telling me buy Otani cards 3 years ago. I'm like, I already have Otani cards, brother.
Yeah.
Like I'm a big sports card collector. I love sports cards. I don't play any sports, but I love, like, bro, like this is just like me opening up hockey cards. Nobody talks about hockey cards, but I can do a money spread with hockey cards. You know what I mean?
Dude, like,
I love hockey cards, dude. Like,
okay, and so, dude, I think that's the crux of what I'm getting at, and it's I'm an outsider. I'm old as fuck.
No, you're not an outsider, but that's why we need these hobbies.
No, dude. Let me finish. Like, I'm an outsider. I don't understand. Like, I did musical instruments and played hockey. Like, I wasn't doing anything but instruments and hockey.
Yeah.
So now when I look at this stuff, I'm seeing just this flow of what collectors are. And in this space, this crypto space where people are like, it's about making NFTs, it's about making money. Then let's do meme coins, it's about making money. Everybody was doing these things in the background. Nobody talked about them. Yep. And I'm seeing this shift where people are talking about these things. Why? Because they're also lucrative. So when I look at this stuff, I'm like, the lucrative part is interesting, but what's interesting to me is the collector part, the thing that, like, that's what, you know, like maybe people initially do it for the money, but like, I don't do any of this shit for the money.
They all start here in crypto, especially doing it for the money. And then they realize, oh, what the fuck? I could just go to the store. Here, one of these things. Here. I could go buy one of these kits, a Gundam kit.
Yeah.
Right. And it's like, you know, this really janky process. And you got all these like little parts in here. And then I could turn that into one of these.
Oh, wow.
Bro, people like, you know, I think as humans, we innately love to collect things. I remember being a kid and collecting rocks. Just because I thought this rock was super sparkly. And I'm like, if I could get a bunch more of these, I could do something with it. I didn't know what I was doing, bro. You know what I ended up doing? Using a slingshot to crack some animals with it, unfortunately. And then I learned that you don't hit animals with rocks. I learned that the hard way, though. Life lesson, man.
Dude, I mean, there's a couple things. So I didn't know that the Gundam stuff came in a model. So that's really interesting. Yeah. And the reason that's really interesting is because there's a thing called the IKEA effect. And it's this plays into what we're talking about. As we move into this AI world and this where your face is in your phone, all this shit. TCG, where you're actually interacting with humans. This Gundam thing that Kuro pulled out, where it's a model, you have to put it together. That's the same thing as the IKEA effect. And the IKEA effect is this, is that if you move into your first apartment or any apartment, and yes, you could order a kitchen table and have it delivered, or you could get an IKEA table, which means you have to go get it and bring it to your house. Yeah. The IKEA effect is when you unbox it and you yourself put it together. They make it super easy. But the fact that somebody who doesn't work with their hands, doesn't build things, doesn't craft things, that person that gets to sit with the instructions and tighten bolts and make pieces into a table that they can have dinner at, they like that table more than a table if they just bought it. And it's called the IKEA effect.
Bro, my desk is an IKEA desk, and I put it together myself. And even though it's like, look at this. I'm just putting a finger on it, and it's just shaking to death. But I love it. I don't want to replace it. So I get the IKEA effect.
So that's
great. I didn't know.
So think about that effect in building that Gundam model, dude. Like that's, it's not just a model. Like that's mine. Like I did that. Even though it's pieced together and it's super easy, like you were a part of that process.
Yeah.
So that process, that act of having to do things, that happens in the TCG shit. There's no phones. You have to sit there and play chess and look at your opponent, and you're talking about the power. Like it's the IKEA effect.
Yeah. And I love that.
Dude, it's fucking awesome. And that IKEA effect, right? When I watched these people come into this TCG shop that played all these other games, they have this camaraderie with each other, like Web3 people. Like these guys are serious friends from all different walks of life. They walk in, they put their phone in a basket, and they fucking play a game for 4 hours, and then they leave. Yeah. It's fucking, they're doing shit by hand, and it's the IKEA effect mixed into what they're doing. Pudgy Penguins and Luca's doing it with the fucking plushies. Doodles is doing it with, you can build your own 3D toy. Like, this shit is insane. Like,
but this is amazing though, bro. Like, it's kind of like, you know, when you were a kid and like you meet up with your friends to play Legos or whatever, and like, you know, each one of you would bring a Lego kit, and you'd spend that whole like Sunday afternoon just like geeking out, being like, check this out. Bro, I never built a Lego model in my life properly. I just meet up with my friends and we do whatever the fuck we wanted. And that was like the best part of interacting with my friends. Because, you know, we got to be as creative as we wanted or didn't want to. Like, my generation, we're kind of like the Lego Technic guys. We thought we were fucking geniuses because we had a fucking motor on our Lego. And like, I just make like windmills and like really weird stuff. You know what I mean? Like,
before the motors, like the Lego sets, like you'd have a little crank and there'd be a string.
Yeah, or with the rubber band. Yeah. That's how we started off. And then, like, you know, we got into like junior high school, like grade 8 times, and then they had the ones with the motors, and we thought we were fucking geniuses, man. One day I remember I tried to tell one of my buddies, this guy Tuck, I'm like, yeah, man, I'm gonna build a fucking robot out of Lego and gonna smash our teacher's car. I thought I was a genius.
Dude, it was genius.
Yeah, it's bro. I barely watch TV like ever. I'm more of a person that would like to, like, I have like a whole bunch of mangas on here on my desk right now that I'm just gonna end up reading. You know what I mean? Like, I sit in front of the computer all day, but I'll pick up a book instead of watching a show, you know? Ooh, Sanzu Envoy.
Yeah, dude. I go through them all. I need to rip through everything, and then I go back and I organize them and shit.
Yeah, that's what I do too. Fire Gates. I love these cards.
The Fire Gates is the illegal card, right?
Yeah. Yeah. That's why I got the fire deck, because I thought I was gonna smoke people.
That is a good one though.
It's kind of cheap though. I'm not gonna lie. I love having like a searcher in my deck so I can pull things out of my trash. Bro. There's this one deck for One Piece. It's the Emu deck, and like I ran through like a whole bunch of the LCSs around here, and bro, I won a lot of prizing. I won 2 cases of OP13. I won a bunch of boxes. I won some slabs. Like, and imagine, like, I'm an older guy. You know, you're older too. And bro, they see me come in there. They're like, this guy doesn't know what he's doing. And I'm like, that's right. I don't, buddy. I have no idea.
Really interesting.
Ooh. Is this new art blocks? I did you participate in the last mint that just happened?
No. I was just moving shit around. Dude, slabs.
When are you going on Art Blocks?
Yeah, dude, I don't want to get into any of that stuff right now.
I'm sorry. I always bait you, man. I'm sorry.
Right. Dude, so there's things that I want to pull up. So like we're talking about, let's just say the IKEA effect. And I think that's really interesting. Like I just made the analogy where maybe, I don't know, Azuki is doing that with the TCG stuff. People that fall in love with this game, that play it hour after hour. It's going to get in their system, just like Walt Disney or Marvel Comics gets into other systems. So I think this play that they're making is really interesting. And when we talk about art, to me, art is best experienced. And digital art, it's been kind of the redheaded stepchild. And I think, for instance, this year coming up at Art Basel, the digital art, rather, is going to be allotted a bigger footprint than ever before. And the curators at Art Basel this year want more digital installation art, AKA immersive art that you experience, that you interact with, that changes as you interact with the environment that you're watching. All of these things get really interesting. And I think there's several artists that have kind of broken out of the mold. Rafiq Anadol is one of the artists who's made it into the museums with just these awesome, elaborate digital pieces. But aside from that, a lot of the digital work hasn't been given the spotlight it deserves. Claire Silver, an artist who does all AI creations.
Her work is brilliant.
Dude, it's awesome. She is a conductor in front of an orchestra, and her orchestra has been AI, and she's tapped in to how to conduct that and get it to produce art for a long time. And just like people said, rap music is not rap music because it's samples of something else. Claire Silver was an artist that was producing a digital footprint and using portions of that footprint to create art, and people said that is not art. All of that is changing now. Art is becoming digital, and digital art is becoming part of the creation process is AI. And what's happening in galleries and curated shows now, people are fine with AI being involved. They want to know it's AI and who's the curator, who's the artist behind it, who's the person who prompted the AI. So it's getting back to the human being important. When rap music first came out, it wasn't music. It doesn't matter who's singing over it. You're using a 2-second clip from a Moody Blues song from 1962 and you don't own it. It's not music. You didn't create it. Like, fuck that. They reinterpreted it. And when they used that 2-second clip, that was the first use of AI or a computer generated revolution that they could sample and put in music. That's when AI started interacting with music and we didn't even know it. It's called rap music. It's infected so much of our life and we never knew it. The first artists that came out and pushed the boundaries were not called artists. People, a lot of his shit, people don't think he's an artist. He puts out art every single day. Xcopy has a great quote that says, if you want to be an artist, say you're an artist. Done. Produce things that people have not done. That's what art is. I've been an artist my whole life. I've done art gallery. I've done it all. I've been in gallery shows where somebody will walk in and look at a piece of art on the wall and say, I could have done that. You didn't.
Yeah, exactly.
Your idea is not on a wall in a gallery in New York City with 100 people looking at it. Why didn't you do it? Because you don't have the courage. It's that's what art is too, having the courage to put yourself out there. So the digital era is giving people courage maybe that never had it before. So it becomes who's got a really good eye for it, who's got a stylistic impression that resonates with people. It's fucking a magical time where we are right now. And it makes me...
I'm super excited, bro. Like, it's just like we've come to this point in reality where people can just do things, you know, and like we've watched it a lot, especially in the crypto industry, where it's like, oh, this guy's a LARP, da 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 da. Why is he doing this? And then that person goes on to be extremely successful, and then all of a sudden, oh no, I love this guy now. Come on, guys, calm down here.
I mean, like we can even double click on Zagabond and Azuki. Like,
yeah.
So another example, I think restaurants have what, like a 92% fail rate. So that is one of the hardest. So every restaurant that opens up, the chef, everybody, like, it's heart and soul. And if it doesn't work out, the patrons who love that burrito place, that Indian place, when they go out of business, they're like, they don't go and say, fuck you, motherfucker. I fell in love with your cooking. What the fuck? Like business is not easy. People need to fail to figure out how to succeed. And in this space, when you do it on chain, online, in front of your peers, it's different. And all this shit is since COVID.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I mean, Clubhouse, fucking X, like all this shit is when we got stuck inside and needed to figure out an outlet, and tech moved us forward, and we weren't ready for that, and we figured it out. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
People need to be people need to be gracious with people when they fail at something. And, I'm not saying this guy wants to rob you, just empty your pockets. No, run, motherfucker. But I'm saying, like, people put in a good effort. And I feel like a lot of the NFT collections that are still around, they had that bias put against them by people like, oh, why aren't you doing it this way? Why aren't you doing it that way? Like, we've seen it, like, people fail all the time, bro. I've spent my whole life failing to get to where I'm at, and I'm finally, like, good at something and successful, and, like,
And Kuro, maybe that's the simple ingredient, is tenacity. Even if you fail in public, it's how you get back up and still show up. Like, okay, like I made mistakes, but I'm not making mistakes anymore. And I'm here every day. And I'm sorry I fucked up in the past, but I don't fuck up anymore. And if it takes you a year to forgive me, 2 years, 3 years, I don't give a fuck. I'm not doing it for you. I'm here. I learned a lesson and I've changed. Like, it's and even in the crypto ethos, that's a great example. We saw it several years ago where people that hated crypto all of a sudden changed their tune and were like, okay, I'm into this shit now. It takes time to get educated. In this space, we all needed to get educated, and you need to fail to succeed. It's just how this shit is.
Bro, that's how everything is in life. Like, when I first started skating, I had to fall hundreds of times, man. Bro, I had one of those ice walkers for a little bit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Had to get my bearings, man. Yo, it took my mom like weeks and weeks and weeks to teach me how to ride a bike, and like, you know, like fucking.
But when you get it, you
get it, man.
When you get it, you get it. When you learn how to skate, now you can glide on the ice. When you learn how to ride a bike, you're balancing. It's magic.
Bro. Literal magic.
Yeah.
So with some effort. I think like a lot of the younger people, they don't believe in themselves more than anyone else does. They're waiting for somebody to believe in them more than they believe in themselves. And I think that's a detriment for them. Like, you have to believe in yourself, man.
It's you know, and to that point, like here's an example. So I have to give mad props to anybody that goes online and streams anything.
Yes.
Because trust me, I don't care who you are. Before you hit go live, something goes through. Well, probably not for a lot of the younger kids because they grew up digital, but older people, I was alive before Twitter existed. When tweeting came out and people were posting, hey, this is what I had for lunch. I'm thinking, what the fuck are you doing? What the? I don't give a fuck what you had for lunch. Like,
tell me how you cooked it, man.
I've never read a gossip column, a fan magazine. I don't give a fuck what you're doing. People that are collectors that love movies wanted to know that Brad Pitt had a turkey sandwich at fucking Rubens on fucking 3rd Street. Okay. I'll fucking, let's see what happens. And you just watch, and then you're like, oh, this is weird. Dude, and okay, so an example is Facebook. When Facebook opened up their video for the first time, where
it had live video, right?
Live video. And I was doing comedy at the time, some improv stuff, and I called this chick friend of mine. I was like, yo, we got to do some shit. There's no stop button. She's like, what do you mean? And I was like, well, you push live and you're live. She's like, there's no editing. I was like, no. She's like, I'm not doing that. And I was like, well, that's why we're going to do it. And she's like, I'm not doing that. So in that same week, I mean, you can probably find it on my Facebook page. Like I sat down with a camera on a stand and push record and got out a sandwich and just sat there and ate a sandwich, you know, staring at the camera. And I had friends from high school that hadn't seen me in like 15 years. They're like, dude, I watched you eat that sandwich 100 times. I was like, because this shit had just come out and nobody was doing this stuff. And it was just so weird. But I added, that was a weird segue. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
You know, like the segue is that we're watching the evolution of things change. I was talking about the first time live streaming happened on Facebook. And that day I filmed myself eating a sandwich for 15 minutes and people were like, dude, I watched that over and over. And it's just like, I was just like, why? I was thinking, just like, why would you tweet what you're having for lunch, Brad Pitt? I was in my head thinking, okay, this is what I'm having for lunch. Fuck this stuff. This is so stupid. But a bunch of my friends watched it and it just made me think, wow, this is different. This is new. Dude, and like, for example, I just got finished working for a friend of mine and his name is Justin, and he's the guy who started Twitch.
Oh,
Justin,
wow.
Yeah, Justin TV. The first.
Oh, dude, I remember Justin.tv. That shit was so cool back in the day. I was in college and like I couldn't afford cable. But I had Justin on TV.
So,
I love that.
Like, I mean, he's the guy he's the first person to do it. Yeah. And that was Twitch. So like, yeah, he sold to Twitch to Amazon a while back, but yeah, he's a friend of mine. And yeah, so I've been busy doing interesting stuff with him for the last 18 months, but we're just talking about dude, even going further back. I was living in Venice, California, and it was one of the worst droughts we'd had. And it was the first year that the government said, no, in California, you can't put water in your pool for the summer. And that was also the year that I was hanging out with a guy named Tony Alva, and he was he became a professional, like skateboarder in Thrasher magazine, one of the first guys. I remember the year that we started skateboarding in empty pools because we had nothing to do in the summer and they wouldn't let us put water in our pools. So the year before that, the summer before that, nobody had ever ridden a skateboard in a pool in history. It had never happened. It started in Venice, California, and I witnessed it. I witnessed it happen. And that changed extreme sports forever. That's where we got aerials, verts, all. I watched that happen. So this fucking thing we're at now with this crossover, it's big.
Yeah, it's huge.
It's really big, and it's exciting, dude. It's fucking.
It really is a precipice, man. We're just kind of like,
dude,
like, I can't wait for like the metaphysical. That's, you own the digital, and then you got a machine on your desk, and it prints out,
well, dude,
your fucking little beat guy. You know what I mean?
Dude, it's physical but provable digital. It's authentic. Yeah. Okay. So two things.
Yes.
So I have this art blocks pulled up, not for the art blocks, but yeah, they have some good drops on here, but I have it more pulled up because one of the next big weekend events is Marfa. It happens October 22nd in Texas. There's 59 days to go. It's an awesome art community that has become more and more visited by digital artists that are prominent in this space. If you like NFTs and collecting and are interested in the intersection of what I'm talking about now, Marfa is one of these places that will continue to resonate as we move forward. Like when I say I saw skateboarding in pools for the first time, I've seen things that transform and resonate. Marfa will be one of these places that continues to have a footprint as digital and physical art and collectors collide on new playing fields. This is ground zero. It will continue to be.
Have you shown these guys like your Burning Man stuff at all?
Yeah. Yes. So,
dude, so cool, bro. Your sculptures are out of this world,
dude. Yeah, like
it's so cool.
And dude, it's interesting. So all this stuff. So like I'm in Las Vegas right now. I never wanted to be in Las Vegas before because I used to surf 4 hours a day. Then I fucked up my shoulders. Now I don't care about being at the ocean. So now I'm in Vegas. Marfa, I never did because I always do Burning Man. And like a big stuff. So this, like, yeah. But now that I'm not doing Burning Man, and this is getting really interesting to me.
Yeah.
Interesting to me when I look at this year and next year and where we're going to be like 4 or 5 years from now. I remember the bag phone, cell phone.
Yeah.
I remember the first person to drop into a swimming pool.
Yeah.
And nobody, like the first photographs, you know, one of my buddies was one of the photographers for Thrasher magazine in Venice, California. Like the first people to take these photos, like I was there watching this shit. This is another one of these transformations. Like we watched crypto kind of do its thing. We watch Web3 gaming do its thing. We see just gaming in general do its thing. None of these things have been this big mixing thing. Art, collectibles, that spirit to want stuff.
Yeah.
It's
happening, bro. It's really happening.
I think this is the lane it all happens in, this collectible lane, which is why I started finding interest in what's Pokemon, what's TCG. It's interesting.
Yeah. And it's all interconnected, which is cool.
It's all back to the human spirit of wanting to collect stuff, wanting to interact. And if you collect stuff, inevitably you want to go back to what's the origin? Who's the artist behind it? What's the first
one of my guiltiest pleasures?
Yeah.
I meet up with my friends occasionally and we sit there and we have cigars. And it's just, for me, it's like, you know, we're not talking about anything. We're talking about, oh, this Cohiba's aged really nicely. It has a really subtle vanilla flavor to it. Like we're such dorks, you know what I mean? And I started to realize as I've gotten older, like this is what, like when you spend time with your friends, that's what you spend your time doing. Having good conversations, be like embracing things that they like, that you like.
Bro,
and it's
a TCG, a Cohiba, 18 holes on the golf course.
All the same.
It's
early
interaction with your homies doing shit that makes you smile.
Yeah.
Like, that's it.
It's brilliant, man.
Yeah, it is. Okay, I'm gonna drain some water. Give me 2 minutes.
Yeah, I'll be here. Yeah, guys. Man. But yeah, just going to hang out with the homies. I might introduce some of my buddies out here to just the card game, to like the TCG, just to the Azuki TCG. Cause thing is, people don't really like crypto, especially not at my age. Like you're 40, you don't want to hear about crypto, man. Trust me. Because you were around when your fucking crazy ass friend was telling you to buy it. It's not the situation for me. I'm the crazy ass friend, obviously. You know, the homeless looking guy and shit that's telling buddies to pop out and come check out this new crypto stuff, bro. But I was much younger when I got into crypto. But yeah, I'm so stoked. I'm not a big Pokemon guy or whatever, but this stuff right here, this is gonna be like, you're gonna wish you had this in 20 years. Sealed. This one's opened, but I have some sealed ones as well. But you're gonna wish you had some sealed stuff. They always do. They literally always do. And then, like, you know, as far as cards go and stuff, like, you know, just get some slabs. They don't have to be expensive, super expensive either. I collect waifus because I am a great appreciator of the female figure in cartoon form. Nah, I don't know. But yeah, collecting. That is it's something else, man. I love collecting.
All right, now I got you.
Yeah. Yeah, I was running them through. You should collect waifus and have some sealed product.
Dude. Yeah.
Because like when I was younger, I used to collect pinup girls from magazines and stuff too. I didn't know you weren't supposed to rip them out of the magazine. Now that I'm older, I know that, and like I try and grab the magazines already graded and stuff. You know,
it's okay. So in essence, what you said, understanding that as you look at things, they could be collectible.
yes,
That's interesting. That's no different than meme coins and crypto. Like, oh, this could be a collectible. This could be memeable. This could hit a nerve. Trying to figure out what that nerve is.
dude. I also collect decommissioned heavy artillery. So, you know, I love collecting everything, literally everything, bro.
Dude,
I collect sunglasses. I collect
dude,
you name it. I probably have a collection of it.
Dude, you know, okay, listen to this. This is what's even this is bad. So it's good collecting stuff that has value.
Yeah.
I have a collection of hats and tennis shoes that I think are cool, that they're not anything that anybody wants but me. Just the weirdest. I'm gonna hold on.
Yeah, I'd love to see, because I do collect like Converses and things people don't want. I'm like, oh man, shit. I have so many boxes here, but it's all of this stuff is like TCG stuff right now. I have to go back to Toronto soon and go check the storage, because I collect video games, you name it, man. Dang. Maybe I collect too many things. Nah. Not even a chance. There's no such thing as too many things to collect, man.
Okay.
Ooh.
I think these are the ones. Okay, so okay. So I think when I bought these shoes, I don't know, I maybe paid like $600 for them. And they're not vintage, they're not air this, air that. They're not from a company that you've ever heard of. And okay, just wait for it, because it's just wait for it.
Oh, those are so cool.
Okay.
I love the pattern, bro. I have a bunch of like, I mostly wear black all the time, right? That's how I got the nickname.
Okay, look at this. These shoes are a stupid NFT. No, dude, no, like, I'm just telling you, like, we bought.
Oh! I thought they were actually NFTs.
This is a $600 or $700 purchase for a pair of shoes that when I wear it, people are like, cool shoes. But maybe if they're like, but like, I can't resell these. I paid so much for them. I don't want to wear them because I like them so much. I like them so much that I'm not going to wear them. This is money wasted. This is money like a lot of my NFTs that I like. I love that. I'll pay 3 ETH for that. Nobody else will. Nobody will buy it for what I paid.
Even my beans, I paid like, I don't know, like $5,000 or $6,000 for mine, for my one bean. And this was when beans were like 0.14.
Okay. And dude, I'm going to pull up. So this is, okay. So, okay, look at these are, OpenSea's got a great button called Explore where it pulls up rares and best deals. But just to give you guys an idea, so I'm not going for this bean right here. This is bean. It is ranked number 70. It's a spirit bean, beautiful bean. You can buy it for 1.5 ETH. It was last purchased probably during the down market for 0.82. So what's interesting about this bean, let's go to activity. So this bean at its peak sold for 10.8 Ethereum.
Wow.
10 Ethereum. This bean is these fucking shoes. These are spirit Azuki beans that nobody gives a fuck about except me, and I'm never gonna wear them because they're too nice to wear. Oh my God. So I'm trying to get a grasp on the playing field, and the playing field apparently is TCG and fucking plushies by penguins.
Yeah.
These physicals that are accessible and easy, those are the things that are going to electrify everybody. Like when the first ramp skateboards turned into the first verticals in a pool. That first Thrasher magazine came out and every kid in America was like, oh my God. Like that was a cool summer. The summer that water shortage happened. And I didn't even know how, when you're experiencing it, you don't even know how magical it is.
Yeah, and how much is going to have an impact on the entire future of the culture.
I thought these shoes were going to have that same impact on the world. That bean.
You sound like me. You sound like a Phonex holder, man. Like I just noticed too. Do you know how many pairs of these shoes I have?
Dude, I wanted to talk about Artifact because I love that shit. I
love it too, man. I love it too. But you know, like maybe we were too early. We've been too early our whole lives, man. If you really think about it, being early is a skill.
You know, like the only benefit is the fact that you could say, yo, I was there for that shit. It doesn't mean that, like, I didn't win but I was there. I was fucking in the crowd. Like,
Bro, somebody recognized me on Twitter because like I used to work for Universal Records, and I'd go around and I'd basically film for like younger people that were like doing interviews with artists and stuff like that. So I would get them into like, you know, these meet and greets with like whoever it is, whatever artist. And I'd be the guy, I'd be their camera guy too, right? And you'd randomly hear me go, yo, get a signature for me. And somebody on Twitter recognized me because of that. And he's like, yo, get a signature. And I was like, damn, man.
It's like being an actor and have somebody know you for a part and they yell, your name's not Fred, but the part you played was Fred. And they're like, yo, Fred.
Yeah.
And you're like, dude, it was just a part I played for one role. Sorry about that.
It's like, it's just, oh man, it's phenomenal, man. Like shit.
Okay, so dude, we've been running at it. There's just a couple things I want to run through. One, art people, digital people, fucking put Marfa on your radar. It's coming up October 22nd to the 25th. And I think like it's really cool. A bunch of NFT nerds are like, it's nerdy enough and cool enough to go to. It's the other thing that's interesting about it. It's a pain in the ass to get there, which means the people that show up there are there for the right reasons. And they're the people in the space that are pushing it forward. The people that are at Marfa and the people that go there to celebrate art are the same people that were the first people to drop into an empty pool and skateboard. The same person that was able to walk around with a bag phone telephone, when nobody else had mobile service. In Marfa, in this place in Texas, the artists are doing things where everybody else in Texas is like, what is happening? Just like when people dropped into pools.
Yep.
Parents were like, what is happening? The world is changing. That's what's happening. And it happens with art, culture, social initiative. All these things are mixed into what's happening with this art movement. So I'm fucking all a fan of it. The other thing, so we have art happening at Marfa, October 22nd to the 25th. We have coming up Art Basel. That is coming up in December. That is in Miami. There's also a Paris Art Basel. If you did not know that, do some homework because both are interesting events. Art Basel in Miami this year is going to be in December. This year, I know that the curators are trying to have a push for digital art more so than they ever had before, which means they're starting to actually resonate with rap music. They're not saying that rap music and sampled music is no longer music. They're saying it's music. Same with the art, the AI shit, the digital stuff. It's no longer sampled shit. It's curated art with emotion. That people are getting it. We're seeing the transformation. And Art Basel, the art community, I always look at it as this forward-thinking community, and they are, but museums, curators, the old school people, they've been slow to adopt the digital movement.
That is so true.
It's happening now. Like this year at Art Basel will be different than any year previously. It's happening now. So the next couple years are going to be, in my opinion, transformational and worth watching. Art Basel, December 4th to the 6th. It is a short weekend, but people travel to Miami and it's an absolute blast there. The other thing that is on my list, if you guys are collectors of digital art, verse.works is a great website. There's a bunch of artists that you will see on the X timeline. They put their digital works out here as well as many other places. But there are some absolutely banger collections on the website right now. Wubushi, this collection, you're going to see it on X when it goes live. People are going to collect these pieces. The photography is absolutely worth your while and your time. And looking at the art is really cool because it makes you feel things. And that's what kind of cool art does. The other website that I check kind of less frequently than I used to, but is nftcalendar.io if you're interested in new upcoming drops. There's also Crypto Gorilla's got a great NFT crypto show, and he uses a bunch of analytical tools. I think Wayfinder's one of them. He's got a couple other things. If you're interested in upcoming NFT drops that are just kind of, breaking the mold, things that are breaking out of the norm. The app that he's involved with, it has the ability to call these products out kind of before they get on the radar. So that has been interesting to watch. The other thing that everybody's been talking about is the Stonkbrokers. And I implore each of you to do some research, and stonkbrokers.cash is the website. It is an NFT collection that has changed the mold and delivered utility that nobody else was able to do. And in short, there are several collections that have tried to do something similar as the tech changed. And the tech change being NFTs are not only a digital collectible, but they are a wallet. What can you do with that wallet? Well, you can put real world assets in it. You can put stocks in it. You can put a number of different things. Anything that's digital can go in that wallet. OX Simple Farmer has figured out a need that existed in the space, and he's put the tech together with NFT technology and delivered a new basket that I think if you have one of these NFTs activated, I think it generates like $2,000 a month in revenue. So it pays your rent to have one of these NFTs.
Wasn't it a free mint as well?
Yeah, dude. Well, it wasn't a free mint. You needed to have one of the previous assets. And I think they were, it was, let's say one of the NFTs that you had to burn, I think it was $49. So you burn a $49 NFT and it gave you the right to mint a Stonkbroker. You minted it for absolutely nothing. They ran up to 11 ETH. They're sitting at like 4 or 5 ETH right now, but this is access to Robinhood. And this is a play on Vlad Tenev, the founder of Robinhood. And this is a play on Vlad and the Robinhood app, which is accessible worldwide, being usable and adopted by everybody. Why would they do that? Well, imagine being able to trade United States stock and equities 24/7 on a digital terminal in any country in the world. Imagine if you're from a third world country with an economy that continues to fluctuate. You have no ability to trade or interact with a broader market. Robinhood delivers that to you in spades. They are going to make what's coming down the pike accessible to everybody, just like Google did. And before Google and before Microsoft was a company called American Online.
AOL.
Got mail.
I love that.
So these pioneers, and I remember when I was a kid, I was in a carpool with this guy named Ray Kimsky, and his father was one of the people that worked at AOL and brought this technology to the world. So I remember before AOL existed, AOL used to send you, because the software got updated so frequently, they used to send you a CD-ROM every other week. And you would take that CD, and I remember when it was a floppy disk, before it was a CD, they would send you your computer update, right? Your software update in a CD in the mail. Yeah. And it would take 2 hours for your computer to read it and update, because the internet technology was so slow that you couldn't get updates online.
You remember the funny noise it used to make?
We were calling in on a voice line.
Yeah.
There weren't even data lines. This was before, right? This was when water was still in the swimming pool.
Yeah. They don't know about 14.4 baud modems, man. They don't know our pain. I remember the first time my buddy was like, yo, have you seen the new issue of Playboy? I can look it up on the internet. And we sat there for 20 minutes, like it dialing in, but we couldn't get in. And then when we finally think he's like, all right, guys, you guys got to come back tomorrow. And like, I was in like grade 5 and I'm like, I'm not coming back tomorrow. I don't care, man.
Okay. And Kuro, like to that point. So the first modem I had was a 1400 baud modem.
Yeah.
This is before call waiting existed. This is before the busy tone existed. When I would hook up the computer to the phone line and we would get online, one of the coolest things we did was get on these chat boards, and we were talking with people in Russia.
Yeah.
With people in Russia with no, like back then, if you wanted to call Russia on the phone for 5 minutes, let's say
it'd probably be like $300.
Yeah. Like you're doing it on a landline, and like nobody did it. And then the internet came out and we could talk to people for free across the world. And it's like, this is crazy. So we would be talking in in a server, you know, just like this crazy interface typing messages. And I would be like, this dude's typing back from Russia. And he would start typing and a letter would pop up, I don't know, every 30, 40 seconds, a letter in a sentence. And we'd be like, okay, let's walk away. And you'd go away for 2 hours and the message would still be coming in. And you would watch the computer like, wow, this is, and a 10-word message took 2 hours, but you were talking to Russia for free. Like, it was amazing. So, yeah, I don't know. This shit is fucking, we're talking to Russia.
Yeah, like honestly, dude.
I mean,
like, it was so crazy a time too. I remember just like the first ASCII like text art I ever seen. It took me, I think, like 6 hours to download it. And I was like, what? You sent me a picture of a rabbit? What the fuck is this?
No, you were just like, look at this.
Yeah. And then I tried to print it out, and it printed each single character on a different piece of paper, man. I had so many like weird things I did on the computer.
Printers, I mean, all this shit. It's just,
dude,
tech is so and the gist of, I think what I'm getting at here is change happens quicker than you think.
Mm-hmm.
Each one of you are going to experience dramatic changes. I thought I saw dramatic changes. The evolution of tech is going to make the rapidity and the severity of change more severe than I can imagine. So buckle up for that.
Yep.
And I don't know, watching culture shift is really cool. And crypto's really, right? Like, a couple things. Crypto's awesome happening in this world. Gaming's really cool. We saw Xbox and PlayStation with connected cameras. You saw the ability to hack PlayStations and do all. The gamers gave us this crazy need for compute power.
Yeah.
Mixed with crypto. Like, all these things are just happening in this fucking moment in time. And what's on the other side is going to be amazing. Before there was I remember before there was skateboarding in a pool, the year that the first people dropped in and got off the lip and caught air, that moment, that summer is when X Games started. That idea that we can be extreme athletes, we can push, it started that summer. I lived a long life before that. I'll live a long life after that. I watched a change in human athletic ability and the ability to embrace change and just push the boundaries.
Yep. Since
that summer, nothing in my life has impacted me like the NFT crypto space. And it's washed out. It's fucking scams, all this shit. We're getting to the point where the pool's drained. Yeah, and we're trying new shit. Like, we're almost there where it's really exciting. Like, I don't know. Keep your finger on the pulse of this shit is what I'm saying. If you guys have, and last couple things, if you guys have not checked into it, the tcg.azuki.com, this website is for people that are interested in learning the TCG game. It tells you rules, how to play, what card shops are selling the Azuki stuff, where you can interact in tournaments, and the card gallery. This is some of the stuff that you can build a deck and select what cards you have. Seeing what cards are ultra rare is really cool to see. The artwork on all of these pieces are absolutely fantastic. It's worth spending some time and perusing this. Last thing, the last couple things. Las Vegas Card Show is coming up August 29th to the 30th. If you are a TCG person, a lot of people apparently turn up for this. They say it's good because it happens at the end of summer and a lot of people are doing other things at this time. So I just heard that there's some interesting opportunities around this. So I know nothing about it. I'm just passing along information that I've heard recently. Another thing is Collectiveverse, September 19th to the 20th. This is another TCG thing. All of these things are, you know what, like they're big. They're getting bigger. I think
they only get bigger though.
Dude, like they only get bigger. And here's another example as well. Like earlier I said about maybe Bored Ape Club is like the smoking section at the airport. Maybe it's not. So the example is this, is I think for Ape Fest last year, they did it in Las Vegas and it coincided with SneakerCon. And SneakerCon was at the Las Vegas Convention Center, and Bored Ape Yacht Club decided to do a booth there. And it was one of the better booths at the place. But when I went to this SneakerCon, again, I'm not a like I buy stupid sneakers that nobody wants. I don't do the Air Jordans and all this shit.
Yeah, me either.
This SneakerCon thing, again, these are collectors that are on tilt. Collectors that are on tilt, like TCG players, like NFT people, like comic book people, like sport card people. These
are serious collectors.
That collector thing that exists in a lot of us, not all of us, but it exists in a lot of us.
I think it's the majority of humanity that has
dude, it is. And I've been watching specifically the last couple of years, just like I'm trying to, because I'm old as fuck. I'm like, okay, this is a change. It's not a trend. It's a change. It's a
fundamental pivot.
It's big and it's interesting. So these things that are happening, like I'm starting to watch them and they're gaining prominence, and I don't know. So I think both of these Collectiveverse and this Las Vegas card show I'm going to go to, the Azuki TCG game, I've been to, I think, 4 events so far, and I'm the only NFT person. I'm the only person that has never played any of this shit, and I show up and these people are super nice. They tell you how to play, what to do. And I go to these things and I literally, it's like going to a good space for a couple hours. Yeah. If you're not a participant and you're in the space just to have it as background noise.
Yeah.
Going to these TCG shops, it's not background noise. It's interesting interaction.
And the participation, they want you to participate. They hate it when people just sit there like, no, come over. You need to, like my first couple of times playing One Piece. That's what my experience was. And like, I had been used to it because I used to play Yu-Gi-Oh! And like other games and stuff. And I play Yu-Gi-Oh! With my nephew a lot because, that's one of the things that's helped him with like his socializing and stuff. Now he's like a social butterfly. And, people would think, oh no, he's not going to be a social butterfly. Well, he is forced to interact with people. You know what I mean?
I think of it like this, and I think this term came out when technology started finding prominence, and it probably came about in when tech, like in chat rooms, like it's a tech thing. And the word is newbie. Like if you're a newbie, you were kind of blacklisted. Like, oh, he's a newbie, don't fuck with him. And it's like, okay, that's probably the worst onboarding ever. Oh, that guy's knocking the doorbell. Don't let him in. Whereas in crypto's the same thing. Oh, he doesn't know what he's talking about. Fuck that guy. The TCG stuff, this group of collectors, you're like, I don't know what I'm doing. They're like, dude, come over here. I want to tell you, like, I have such a passion for this. If you will listen to me, I'll tell you about it for like.
And they're all like that. They just love it. They love it.
It's a change that's worth noting. We're going into a different world. I don't know if it's nuclear war, what the world's shitty. People suck. People want to be by themselves. These avenues of collecting offer you instant community. And if that community says, oh, you're new, let me help you. Let me show you this. I'm proud of this. It's very different than many of the other communities, even like skateboarding. If you're fucking surfing, if you're new on the block, hey, dude, you don't ride this break. I'm going to kick your ass for 2 years before you're allowed to surf here. And as a kid, you're like, okay, I'll take my knuckles. Like, that's just how it is. That's you got to pay to play. These collectible people are like, you're new. I want to show you the magic of it's fucking cool.
Dude,
so
they'll just be like, yo, do you have any packs with you? Oh, you don't? They'll just throw you packs and you're like, I could buy them from you. They're like, no, don't worry about it. But you're playing me next, buddy. And you're like, okay.
My first Azuki thing, the guy's like, do you have a starter deck? And I was like, dude, what is a starter deck? And he's like, he looked at me and I was like, he's like, what are you doing here? I was like, I don't know. I got a box of cards and I want to open them. He's like, are you going to play? I was like, play what? He's like, play the TCG game. I was like, no, dude, I didn't know anything. He's like, dude, I'm going to give you an Earth starter deck. Sit down with me. And for the next 4 hours, like he took me under his wing and dude, it was nice.
Yeah.
It's good.
People need a lot more interactions like this, like especially in crypto too, right? It's because everybody is in this like weird rat race to have more money than the next guy that they don't personally know, when they could just get to know each other, play some fucking card games. Like, dude, I love card games, man. Like, usually I would play like Yu-Gi-Oh with my nephew, and it would like he'd bring over some of his friends and we'd play together. And I'm like, all right, cool. Nobody my age wants to do this. And then I found out that freaking One Piece, everybody's like our age. And I'm like, all right. So, hey, guys, thank you very much. Yu-Gi-Oh's been great. Fuck you guys. I found my people. And I was just like, all right, cool.
You know,
because sometimes we do smoke weed and we drink out here.
Well, I mean, granted, I'm going to a card shop at 11 a.m. and I'm like, hey, we should do this at night. And I'm going to talk to the Azuki people and let's see if we can get a sake sponsor. And they're like, what? Like, I want to get a sake liquor sponsor and I want to fucking, let's have a party and teach people TCG. They're like,
yeah,
no. Like,
there's different factions in TCG as well.
Dude,
like people that are like much more like us, like, let's party and hang out. And then there's the like, bro, listen, I got a fight. I'm gonna swing you into your mother's womb. Like, this is my combo, and you're like, "What did you just do?"
Yeah, dude.
Dude, I love those kinds too, man. They're the best.
Dude, and like when I looked at, like, I just saw the seriousness, and under the seriousness was passion. And when I grew up as a musician, like, the people I ended up playing music with were the people that went home and played guitar for 8 hours. Like, they'd be like, look at my hands, they're covered in blisters. Like you're sick with it. And so I don't know. Those are the people that will teach you I don't know. There's fucking magic. Okay, dude. Girl, thank you for
course,
on. We went through a bunch of shit. I appreciate it.
Of course, bro. Yo, anytime you're doing this, because in the evenings, I'm an old guy. I don't leave the house at night. Bro, I can see about this far in front of me at night, so I'm not going out at night, man.
Dude, I love it. Dude, I know we all got to, dude, I just got my mom a full FSD driving Tesla, and like, yeah, we just, everything's, I need a self-driving chair, fucking car, like, just, I need help all the way around the
Bro,
board.
in the morning, the dog walks me. I don't walk him, man. It's the best, though. But thank you so much for having me, bro. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I was talking about, dude, next time, bring some packs. I want to learn about One Piece, and I want to learn different stuff.
Of course.
All right.
Thank you so much, bro.
Appreciate you, brother.
Take care.
Boom. Ow!